Hello muses, Mady's here with a brand new video. I cannot believe I'm finally back, you guys. I feel like every video I always start like I'm gonna be back and this time for sure, but like you guys, you have to understand me. I do have a full-time job and a lot has happened in my personal life, hence why I'm making this video, because it's been a while, right, you guys? The last couple of months a lot has happened, as you can see from like the different space around me. I moved to a new city, I recently got married. It's just like a lot has happened and I wanted to make this video and kind of just catch you guys up. I know I did a little catch up on my Instagram, but I wanted to make a longer videos and just talk to you guys about, you know, what has happened in my life recently and just catch you guys up on some seriously exciting things that are happening and that I'm so happy to share. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's start with the obvious one, okay? I cannot believe that tomorrow actually will be my 3 months wedding anniversary. I feel like time is flying by. And I don't know, I feel like just yesterday I was planning my wedding and I'm already gonna be 3 months, you know, since my wedding, and it's crazy. It's been amazing, you know, just the newlyweds honeymoon period. You know, I was so happy, and that's why I also kind of like didn't want to jump into social media and start sharing everything about my wedding, because I really wanted to live in the moment and just experience that once in a lifetime feeling of being a bride and getting, you know, marrying your soulmate. So I really wanted to treasure that time for both of us. And you know, it's been 3 months, so I was like, it's time for me to get back on my game, and I'm so excited to be here, you guys. So the wedding, a lot that I could tell you guys. I feel like it needs like a separate video, but it was the wedding of my dreams. I was so happy with how everything came out, and just seeing my family and his family together and my friends and his friends together. It was an amazing experience, you guys, and I was so nervous the day of my wedding that I have so many stories that I could tell you here, but like I said, I feel like it needs a separate video because it was just a day full of emotions. Like you know, seeing my dad cry, seeing my stepmom cry, my mom. It was just an overwhelming feeling, but like in a good way, and it was magical. It was magical. If you haven't seen the video yet, like I said, I'm gonna put it in the description below, my wedding video. Thank you to my videographer that really came through with the video. The pictures, I was expecting more, but the video, I'm truly super happy with how it came out. And yes, I'm just gonna leave it down below for you guys to watch if you haven't seen it yet. But yes, how is married life? So married life, we didn't really get to enjoy that phase or like being newlyweds right away, because the minute we came back from the wedding, I had to move. I was planning to move by February, and I came back from the R January 23rd, I think, at the end of January. So you already know, when I came back from my wedding, I had to like start packing, get everything ready for the move. And if you have moved before, you know how stressing it can be to move. So I was really stressed after the wedding because of the whole move. And I moved to a different city. Ever since I came to the United States, I lived in the same area, so this change was a big change for me. I'm not that far from like where I used to live before, but it's still a new, you know, a new neighborhood, a new town. And another update, a new job. So I also quit my job right after I came back from the wedding. I quit my job. It was something that it was long overdue, you guys. I wasn't happy there. I didn't feel appreciated, and I felt like I already reached the potential there that I was gonna reach. So I didn't see that I like to feel challenged, and I felt like that job wasn't challenging me in the way that it's like for you to grow. It was challenging me in other ways, in my mental health. Like literally my mental health was deteriorating, you guys. I was very unhappy, and it was just time for me to find something else. And since I was already moving, I was just like, this is, you know, this is the sign for me to move on. I've been in that job for 3 years, over 3 years. So you know, it was just time, like I said, for me to move on and put my knowledge in another company that would really appreciate it. And yes, I got a new job. It's actually close to where I now live, so it worked out perfectly, and I am just so happy with like where I'm at right now. I'm gonna see if I can share with you guys the place where I'm living. It's a smaller place, but I'm definitely like more comfortable, and I'm so happy. And like I said, I'm gonna try to make kind of like an apartment tour so you guys could see. But like I said, I'm really happy with where I'm at, and starting a new job, like I said, and moving. I was really busy and hectic, but I definitely miss, you know, making content and filming videos for YouTube. And I also felt like I question whether to come back to YouTube, because now that TikTok is really like the social media platform, I was like, it's even worth it to make YouTube videos when people are just watching TikToks now. But there's just something about YouTube that is comforting to me, and I love this platform, and I like to talk a lot. So I feel like other platforms like Instagram and TikTok kind of like limits you to, like, you know, making longer videos, which that's like more of my thing, longer videos. So I decided that, you know, YouTube has my heart, and I hope that you guys continue to support me and show me love here as well. But yes, you guys, that's 3 updates: wedding, I moved, and the new job. The other updates that I'm so excited to share with you guys, that I started a podcast with my best friend Stephanie. It's a Spanish podcast. I'm gonna also leave the link and everything about it in the description below. But it's a Spanish podcast called De To Un Chin. Like, it couldn't be more Dominican like that, which is our goal. We wanted to create something that represented us, and just a safe space for us to like talk about different topics that sometimes are hard to talk about even with your parents or your family or your friends. So we just wanted to create a safe space where we could talk a little bit about everything, which is literally like the title of our podcast, a little bit about everything. So if you speak Spanish, if you're bilingual, make sure to follow us there, because this new project, like I said, it's something very special to us. You know, working with someone that inspires you and that is your best friend. We help each other out, and you know, I'm so happy for it. And we recently launched our first trailer of the podcast, so that's available, and hopefully by the time I upload this video, I don't know if the first episode is gonna be already uploaded, but if not, anyways, I'm gonna leave everything in the description box below. Anyways, another update that I want to give you guys is my book club. I was also kind of taking a break from my online book club. If you are, you know, a bookish follower, that you follow me because of my books and you follow my book club, we are back. We took a small break because, like I said, I was going through a lot with the wedding and stuff and the move and all of that. So I'm the type of person that when I do something, I want to do it well. I'm such a perfectionist, which could be a con, but I felt like we weren't giving it our all and our like our potential. So we took a small break, but we are back to the book club. I'm also gonna give you guys the link in the description box so you can go check it out. We are reading Too Soon for Adios by Annette Chavez for the month of April. Our discussion is actually this week. I'm so looking forward for it because the author herself is gonna be joining. So yes, my book club is full in motion with lots of things happening. I wrote a blog about it, which is one of the cool things about my book club now, that we did a blog. So we're gonna be sharing some incredible posts about, you know, Latinx literature. And yes, so make sure to check it out. And let me answer some questions, because yesterday on my Instagram story I told you guys that I was gonna be filming this live update, that if you guys had any questions you can let me know, and I was gonna answer in today's video. So let's take a look at some of the questions that you guys sent me, which weren't a lot of you, but the few of you that did, I'm going to answer it. So this one is in Spanish. It said, ¿Cuándo harás videos solos en español? So this person said, when are you going to start making Spanish videos? So I mentioned it on in my Instagram story as well. The reason why when I started my social media journey, the reason why I did it in English is because I always lived in a very Hispanic community. I always worked as, you know, in a very Hispanic job. So I didn't really use my English a lot. And I took social media, I did my social media in English because I thought this is the only way, one of the ways that I could practice my English, because you all know it's my second language. So that I thought this is the only, one of the few ways that I get to speak the language, practice it, and get better at it. So it's never because I don't want to make Spanish videos. So I'm going to answer this question in Spanish because they made it in Spanish. So dice, ¿cuándo harás videos en español? Vuelvo y reitero, no es que a mí no me gusta hacer videos en español. Lo que pasa es que esto de las redes sociales, yo decidí hacerlo en inglés porque siento que así practico el idioma. Porque en mi diario vivir no lo uso mucho. Pero eso no quiere decir que no me gusta hacer videos en español. Y una de las razones por la cual estoy tan emocionada por el podcast que tengo con mi amiga Stephanie es porque es en español. Eso es totalmente algo que muchas de las personas me estaban pidiendo. Entonces, ¿va a haber video en español en mi canal de YouTube? Claro que sí. Siempre va a haber. De hecho, tengo como 2 o 3 ya en el canal. Pero sí, voy a hacer videos en español. Si tienen algunas recomendaciones de qué les gustaría ver específicamente en español, déjenme saber en los comentarios. Pero sí, va a haber video en español. Pero entiendan que esta plataforma la prioridad es en inglés. O sea, el canal es en inglés. Aunque van a ver un par de videos en español por ahí. ¿Ok? So, la segunda pregunta, the second question. Let's go to the second question. It said, where do you like to shop for books? I'm trying to get better at buying books in actual bookstores and more so like independent bookstore because I love supporting small businesses. But I usually just buy my books off of Amazon, and I know it's not the best thing because we're not really supporting, local businesses and independent bookstores. But I just love the convenience of Amazon. Like I literally can, order a book today and it will be in my mailbox tomorrow. So I just like the convenience of it. So yes, that's mostly where I get my books. The other question that this person sent me was, would you ever want to write a book? And if you do, what genre will it be? So that's another goal of mine. For those that maybe I haven't mentioned it here, but my goal is to write a book. And even my friends and family tells me this, or like, consecutively, like, oh Matis, why don't you write a book, And obviously something that I want to do, but I feel like I never have the time. And I know that's just excuses because we find time for other things that are not as important as like working on your goals. And I feel like I have a lot going on right now with like my own social media platforms, now the podcast, and I don't want to like add stuff to myself because I know how overwhelmingly stressed I get. But yes, I definitely in the future see myself writing a book, and since I love fiction and I love romance, it's definitely gonna be a romance book. So I even like have an idea already. I just need to like start writing on it. So if you have any writing tips, send them my way. I think that is all for today's video, you guys. I updated you on my most recent life update. I know I wanted to talk more about the wedding experience itself, but it's just a lot, you guys. Just a lot to share, and I don't even know where to start. So if you have any specific questions, I know some of you were asking me about the venue and like if I got married in the yard, was it a symbolic wedding, like a lot of wedding questions, and I would love to answer them, but I feel like it's a lot of information and then it's like a separate video. So if you're interested in more wedding content and information about getting married in the Dominican Republic, or maybe the venue where I stayed at. But just FYI, I am going to speak more in depth about my wedding and the venue where I did it, which was Emotions Hotel Resort in Puerto Plata. I'm going to talk more in depth about my experience there because even though my wedding was amazing, they don't have the best customer service there. So more information on that because I'm probably gonna make it a podcast and do it in Spanish because it's just a lot to say. So, but regarding the wedding itself, I'm also going to be linking my Amazon storefront because most of the stuff for my wedding that I brought from here are also from Amazon. So any questions that you have about the wedding, you can drop them below and I'm gonna do the best I can to answer them, or let me know if you want a separate video and I'll just focus on that and I'll organize myself and answer all your questions if that's something that you're interested. But other than that, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this live update. More videos soon, I promise. Let me know any recommendations about what kind of videos you want to see. But I'll see you until next time.